and germs, boys and girls, dudes, dudettes, all those in between. Today we're going to be doing strings inside of a switch statement. So if you remember, we did a char for switch statements, or sorry, we did an int that would give back a char for a switch statement. Today we're going to be using strings. Now technically we can get the user input, but we have to do some error correction for that, right? So what we're going to do is set what the string is going to be, pass that to the switch statement, and then let the switch statement do its thing. So with that being said, we're going to open up our program, go over to static void main, right? As we do, we're going to start a string called fruit, right? And it's going to equal, and remember the quotation marks, right? Quotation marks for strings, and then the single quotation marks, I forget what they're called off the top of my head, for chars. That tells the computer what it's doing. And we're just going to make a quick switch statement here, right? And we're going to say switch fruit, right? And we're going to do case apple. Oops, nope, it needs to be a capital. And then console. Why is it already yelling at us? You know what? We'll get to that because sometimes it just requires us to finish. Console write line. Selected fruit is an apple. I know some of you guys are going to think this is really lame and very simple, but kind of necessary sometimes. Case banana. Oh, that's not going to fix that, is it? Okay. It's shouting at us. Let's see. Control cannot fall through case labeled apple to another. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Oh, forgot my break. All right. Banana. All right, we'll do a console write line. Selected fruit is a banana. You see how it's already starting to autocorrect itself now? Break. Moving on. Case. Let's see. What do we want to do next? Let's do orange. Orange. You glad I didn't say banana? Yes, I did. Man, sorry, you guys. My medication doesn't work, and I have a severe migraine at the moment. Selected fruit. Oh. All right, guys. Selected fruit is a orange. You glad? No, just kidding. Anyways, no, I'm leaving that in there. You're not my dad. You guys don't know me. All right, and then I think that's fine. We don't need to do 50,000 statements. You guys should basically get the point. We'll do a console write line. And then we'll just say, please enter an actual fruit. You weirdo. Right? Because they're weird if they're not putting a fruit in a fruit selector, right? And then break. And that's it. That's how you use strings for cases in a switch statement. So now we Control S, make sure you save. That asterisk right there should be gone. And let's run it. Selected fruit is an apple. Perfect. Now why does it auto ask? Because we set string to fruit to equals apple. Now we could do the whole int.parse thing and then get the fruit right from the user, but what the thing is they have to type it in. So what then we have to do is it needs to be, and this is going to be some pseudocode, so don't feel like this is going to be 100% correct. We have to get apple or apple, right? It has to be, like, we have to try to get as many variations of that same word as possible because it can be very temperamental, and also we have to do some error correction. So if they spell it apple with one P, this usually will catch it, but not always. There's going to be some things that we're going to have to put in. What happens if they put in they put in 0, like the number 0, right? or a bunch of letters. That should correct down here. But we need to be able to error correct on the fly, and so that takes a little bit more writing, and we'll eventually get to stuff like that. But that is going to be the end of this lesson. Very simple, very straightforward. We're getting closer and closer to starting to take everything and apply it together. You guys are starting to learn so much. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you like, subscribe, share. Please help me out. I really appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful night.